Hello everyone, my name's Steve and I've been practicing Jiu-Jitsu for around 7 years in Australia, and I've had this Datsusara Battlepack Core bag for a little over 2 years, and I'm about to get a new one. I thought it'd be a good time to do a quick review just for those who are considering buying the bag, and just to see what I've found to be the positives and negatives of the bag, what it looks like, and what I generally fit into the pockets when I go to class. So what I've liked and disliked about the bag. What I've really liked is that it's big, it's a large bag, but also the fact that it's a backpack. I tend to have had issues with duffel bags in the past because I'll wear them on one shoulder or over my head, and I'll end up getting like neck pain or shoulder pain or back pain. It probably looked cooler walking around, but the backpack, although sometimes I look like a little kid because the bag is almost as big as me, it's been better, I think, for just balance, you know, having equal distribution of weight on each shoulder. There are lots of pockets, which I've also really liked. The main pocket opens all the way down, which I've found very useful when I'm packing my gear and a change of clothes and shoes and that sort of thing. It's made of hemp, so it's very strong. It's antimicrobial apparently too, so there are no issues with mold, which I have had issues with other bags when they're a little bit damp. You know, it tends to grow mold on them, which isn't great for your health. So I've never had any those sort of issues with this bag. And as I said, lots of pockets. The negatives, probably the big one, is the fact that it's not waterproof. It will get your stuff wet, and it can take a little bit of time for the material to dry. So that's certainly the negative. I would strongly suggest you buy a rain cover, which I ended up buying from a camping store or an adventure store in Sydney called Kathmandu, but you could get that from, I'm guessing, any sort of camping store anywhere in the world. Datsusara, I believe, also has a rain cover, which might be better for fitting it perfectly around the bag. One issue is in winter in particular, when I've got a coat or a jacket and I'm putting it in here with my pants, my work pants and work shirt, for example, socks and boots. So I end up wearing these boots most of the year. So sometimes, because it's obviously big boots, when I'm putting it into the bag like this, they're going on top of my work clothes, and it's hard to close the zipper sometimes. So one workaround that I'm working on at the moment is I'm going to get a rugby boots bag, or you could probably get like a boots bag for football or soccer, and some straps. What I'm thinking of doing is attaching the boot bag to the exterior of the Datsusara Battlepack and having the straps put through these little areas here, and then just having it on the outside. Apart from that, I really haven't had too many issues with the bag or problems at all. Yes, there has been some wear and tear, and that's why I'm getting a new bag. So the stitching, if you can see, that on the side here has started to come loose, and also on the bottom. Not really the stitching for the main compartment of the bag, but it's like the back part, which is for like laptops and things. It's also coming apart there, so things are starting to fall out the bottom, which isn't great. So I'll take you through now the different pockets and how I pack the bag. So as you can see, there are lots of pockets. Pockets on the front, pockets on the side, on this side, and on the back, which you actually can't see very well, but there's a zipper here, and it's like a laptop compartment. Alright, so where I stick most of my stuff, and you'll probably do the same, is that main compartment, which zips all the way down to the bottom, which is awesome. So in this compartment, how I tend to pack it is I put my change of clothes down the bottom first. So generally my jumper, or my sweater, as you would say in the US, I believe, a pair of pants, a t-shirt, which I have forgotten to pack, and on occasion I forget, and then I end up wearing a jumper with lots of sweat on it, which I might do this time. A small hand towel, what Datsusara calls a nasties bag, I believe, and this comes with their bags, which is pretty great. So when my gi is dirty, I put it in here, and then generally just carry this on my shoulder because there's not enough room for my work clothes, my boots, and this. So not really a massive issue. But so I fold this and I put this here. The next thing I put in there is headgear if I want to use this, and I am at the moment. My gi, and it's probably one of my favorite gis. It's a Fuji Victory gi, and if you like soft gis, I would strongly suggest this because it always feels nice wearing it, and it's a great way to make friends with your training partners because it's so soft. I love that. Okay, apart from that, I'll put in flip-flops or thongs, as we say here, and I put that in the top part up here. You fold that all the way down. If this main compartment did not open all the way, it would definitely be a hassle and a challenge closing that back up so easily. In this section here, which is like a big front pocket, where I've got a patch I've always forgotten to put on. I have my rain cover, which I leave here for emergencies. A raincoat, same thing. Mouth guard, and that's it in that front pocket. Up top here, there's another pocket, and this is generally where I put, say, when I'm training, my watch, wallet, mobile phone, keys, and anything else like that. In this top pocket here, this is great for sunglasses, or that's what I use it for, so I put my sunglasses here. In these side pockets, in one of them I put earphones and shampoo or soap, and in this pocket I end up putting tape for strapping fingers. There's another pocket up top here for headphones, or I believe some people might use it for like a water bladder. I haven't had much use for that yet at all. At the back, like I said, this is a pocket for, say, a laptop or a tablet or a Surface or anything like that. I tend to put a lot of documents in here. So documents for work, pieces of paper, a book to read, I tend to put in this back pocket here because it's easier to access when I'm in public transport, and I've got that front pocket full of my gi. Pockets on the side. Water bottle, and this is I think it's a 700ml bottle, fits in quite easily. And my belt, I put in this other side pocket. I like separating my belt from the rest of my gi, and this has been more recent when I saw one of my training partners doing it. So as you can see on the side here, there are lots of spots here for any sort of straps or for hooking anything you like on, which I don't really, because I work in an office. I have no real need to. Actually, one more thing, a lacrosse ball. I tend to carry this in here. One thing you can do with these, if you don't use them already, is if you have like a sore back. For me, I tend to get sometimes like a soreness in the lower part of my back, my lower back. So you can either put this on the floor and roll on certain areas that are sore, or what I like to do is when I'm at work, sitting in a seat, I will put this behind me on the seat and I will roll on it. So sometimes I probably look weird, like a dog that has an itchy butt. And I've had some interaction with the customer service from the company in the US, and I've got to say that they've been outstanding. Some of the best customer service I've had ever interacting with any company. Usually talking to any sort of customer service representative from most companies gives me a headache. Datsusara, on the other hand, I feel like they're really looking after their customers, and they're seeing them as part of a family, which I almost never see. And obviously I have no affiliation with Datsusara at all. What I'd be interested in too is if you have a Datsusara bag of any size and you found a certain use for different pockets that I haven't mentioned, please share them, because love to learn something new that I can use, and someone else, potentially that has a Datsusara bag will find it useful too.